YouTube's happening. It is Tuesday, September 23rd, and we're talking baseball today. We're back with a full slate of games, all 15 games, 30 teams. They're happening today. You can see, however, there's no day games, so everything's going to be tonight. So it's going to be really busy for the live bettors out there. So a lot of that happened tonight, but we do have to recap how yesterday went. Let me show you right quick. I took 3 plays. I tried to take. It was 3 games. I took 2 plays. Only one of them actually played because Donovan didn't play yesterday. He's supposed to play tonight though, so we'll see. I did take Atlanta 1.5, and that game was crazy, and Atlanta covered. So therefore, 1-0, perfect day sweep. Love that. We're not counting 1-0 as a sweep, but still. I hit like 20 live bets last night in the chat too. So it was that Atlanta Washington game was just hit live bet after live bet after live bet, laddering certain innings on like the Braves to get 2, then 3, then 4, then 5 runs. I love live betting. It's fun, good stuff. We do that on Patreon. If you want to come over there and check it out, cool, it's up there. So, or if you want the spreadsheet, you know, these things that we look at every single video, or if you just want a list of plays like you just saw, all of that's there on Patreon. You got to sign up there. So, other than that, we have a busy slate. We have our 15 games. Let's stop wasting time. Let's jump to the first one right now. All right, jumping into the first game we see is going to be Tampa at Baltimore. And we currently see it is a slight lean for Tampa on the road with an 8.5 total. We come over to our spreadsheets. We look at our numbers and we see Tampa's numbers are average. Baltimore is just not. They're just not good. Both teams bottom 10 in strikeouts. So we do want to look at our strikeout pitchers to see if that's something we might want to take here. So let's go ahead and pop over to them bad boys. And we see this is Outlier. Link in the pinned comment. Click it, sign, look at your week for free. It's there for all sports. Good stuff. Pepio going up against Kramer is our pitching matchup today. We do want to look at strikeouts for both, even though it's probably not going to be good for either one of them, but you never know. So we look. So, Kramer, yeah, I'm not taking somebody who's barely cracking 4. Come on now. I can't do that. What's your earn runs over here? 3. You're below average right now. So Kramer's not the best. He's very great games or bad games. If he gives up 1 run, you know he's going to give up like 5 or 6 more. So let's come over to Pepio. Strikeouts 5-2. He hit this, but then 3's down here. Toronto doesn't strike out much, but we know that. Other than that, he could hit this 4.5, but don't love it. Don't love it. And same situation here, 4 or a bunch of zeros. Let's go look at matchups, see if anything stands out. It's Tuesday. It's Dinger Tuesday, if you will. It's the last Dinger Tuesday of the season, by the way, if you didn't know that. So because they don't do Dinger Tuesday on the playoffs, and no, that's for everybody. So we'll see if we can find any home runs today too. So there's your bullpens. Come on down, Kramer versus home run. Anybody really stand out? 400. That's 313 for low. That's pretty good. First righties. Tampa likes righties. Baltimore versus righties, and Pepio versus Baltimore. There you go. Everybody in the top 4 has home runs. So potential home run stuff here, but again, bats are mid and bad right now, so I don't know if I trust any of that unless we see an HRR prop. It's like, oh, that guy's on fire, like Belo pops up and he's just crushed. Let's see. Yandy, he's doing pretty good. 1.5, 0.5, 0.5. We skipped those. Belo, there he is, and Mr. Simpson's there, and then Basalo's there. So we got a few we can pick from. Let's see. Yandy's at 3 and 2.9, so Yandy's been dandy, I would say. Pretty good overall. Belo is at 3 and 2.1. He had a rough back here, but he's starting to heat up. I do like Andy more all of a sudden. And let's go look at Simpson, 3-2 and 2.7. I did take that 0 right there for Simpson, so that makes me feel some type of way about this. A little salty. And then Baslalo's at 2-4 and 1.6. So if anything, I think I trust Pepio and the bats for Tampa over Baltimore. To the point, I just want to take Tampa to win the game. Because we see there's 3 HRs. We saw the pitching matchup. Kramer's earned runs are not as good. Like, they're not good. You're 4 and 0s. I'm okay with that. Tampa's got average bats. Give me Tampa to win the game at -110. I'm okay with that. So Tampa Bay money line. Simple as that. Let's move on. Next game. All right, moving on to game number 2. It's going to be Cleveland hosting Detroit. Detroit's on a 1-9 streak with a 6-game losing streak. Somebody's really trying not to make the playoffs. Really trying hard. Speaking of that, let's just go ahead and bounce over and look at our playoff standings right quick. So we haven't done that yet. So let's go for schedules, and so we can see it. Standings. These are, let me hit a refresh, make sure these are the freshest ones out there, and I think they are. You see New York and Boston are still here. You see their playoff percentages. New York, the Yankees are 99.999999. They're going to make the playoffs. Boston is 90.3. Unless they collapse, they should be fine. We come down. Detroit's only 84.8 right now. They were higher, but they keep on this damn losing streak. 1-9. Cleveland's at 58 now. They're closing in. They're only 1 game behind now. And then KC is still alive because Detroit can't win a damn game. KC is at 500 at 7 games back. Seattle, Houston, Texas. You see those? Texas is 8 games back with a less than 1% chance because we only have like 6 games left. There's 6 days of the regular season left. Houston at 66%, and Seattle's pretty much clinched the West. They're up 3. They just need to win another one. They should be fine. So they're going to make the playoffs, obviously. We come on down to the NL. We got the Mets, the Marlins still duking it out. 16-12 back from the Phillies. 0.2% for Miami, 51% for the Mets because, yeah, the Mets are 4-6. They're trying to give it away too. They don't want to go to the playoffs. They want to go on vacation, obviously. Cincy and St. Louis are here. 0.1 for St. Louis. I mean, you're 3 games below 500. You don't deserve to be in the playoffs anyways. Reds are 4 games over 500, but 42% because the Padres have clinched a playoff berth to join because they're the same. Arizona, 9 games. San Fran, 11.5, 6.4, 0.1. You see all the percentages there. That's your playoff update. Let's go back over to the spreadsheet and see this game. Detroit, how are you last in runs trying to make the playoffs? That means you're not trying to make the playoffs. You're going to limp into the playoffs, and then you're going to get swept out of the playoffs by whoever you play, if you even make it there. So, Now today, so this is next game. Did we even look at the odds? Hold on. I got a little carried away with this stuff. 144 with a 6.5. Well, we know. You know who's pitching today? I think you know. Well, if you don't, well, his name starts with a Scoo and ends with a Bull because Scooble's pitching today. Scooby-Doo. Cleveland's bats are average. Detroit is abysmal. Let's go look at the pitchers, get rid of you and see how the matchup looks for Mr. Scooble versus Mr. Gavin Williams. Okay, cool. Scooble's at 7.5 strikeouts. Cleveland's 12th in strikeouts. So we're not touching Scooble strikeouts. Not a chance. Gavin's strikeouts are 5.5. Detroit's at 26. We will look at his strikeouts. Absolutely. So Gavin, 5.8 on a 5.5. Don't love that really. Really don't. Could he hit it? Absolutely. He's at home 8, 9, 6. He could do it head to head. He's hit it 4 times in a row versus Detroit. He likes facing Detroit. Simple as that. So Gavin Williams, 6 strikeouts could be the move. Let's go grab Mr. Scooby and look at his earned runs and stuff because you know everybody's going to be taking Scooble strikeouts. Prize Pick's going to make him a taco because everyone's going to vote for him. You already know this is going to happen. So let's look at his earned runs. He's been awesome except for the game against Miami randomly. So let's go look at matchups to see. Bullpen v. Bullpen. Come down. Here we go. Gavin versus Detroit. Damn. Detroit might go a 7th straight loss now because nobody's good on the team. You're 3 for 5, 3 for 6, you're 2 for 4. Everyone else is miserable against Gavin Williams. Gavin Williams going to have, look at these strikeout numbers. This man about to have himself a day. I'm taking a strikeout prop, absolutely. Righties, you see the numbers there, yep. Let's see, Cleveland versus lefties. And then we got Scooble versus, anybody do good or bad? Jose does good, 367. He's never done anything worthwhile, but he's at least getting singles. So other than that, not much. They don't do good either. So under 8, under what? Under a total 6.5? Oh my God. I was going to say under 6.5. I don't know. That's a little low. That's a little too low for me. So let's go up here and check out the HRs. Let's get rid of all these people from the last game. I never closed them out. Thank you. If you want to take any of those are all pretty good. Change this over here. And the bats we have, oh, look, who's done well against 270. Why are you even showing up on here? I have to set I have to set 200. Oh, I just realized that. Gotta fix that. Let's see, we got Jose 1.5, and we got Quan 1.5, and that's the only HRs. And we saw Jose actually does well against Scooble. So, but if you really want to go up against Scooble, you're gonna need help probably because he's 2-1 and 210 head to head. That's his head to head versus Detroit. And then we got Quan, who's at 3-2 and 2-3. I don't love any of that. I like Gavin Williams to get strikeouts. That's what I'm going to go for. 5.5 strikeouts. Give me. So we're going to go with G. Williams, just so I don't confuse anybody, over 5.5 Ks. That's what I'm going for. Next. All right, move to game 3 now. We got Pittsburgh at Cincinnati, and we got Cincy's a 150 favorite fighting for the playoffs. Pittsburgh's fighting for seats on the plane to go to Cabo because that's where they're going to go. 8.5. Total. Let's look over here and we see Cincy is, well, they're below average in some areas. Not what you want to be, but you're on the 5-game winning streak playing a team who's on a 2-game winning streak. So we'll see how that goes. Top 2 in triples, apparently. That's random, but whatever. Not really striking out much. Don't care about that. Averages are kind of low, though. So let's see who the pitchers are. This might be worth, so far, this game's a pass to me. I mean, I know Cleveland's battling because they looks like they're trying, but are they really? Are they? You assume everyone's trying to make the playoffs. You know, not all of them are. Like, do you really want to work weekends? You get paid for it, but do you want to work the weekends? No, you want your weekend off. That's right. I know there's some players that are like, oh, we didn't make the playoffs. Oh, well, you know they're out there. Singer versus Oviedo are our pitchers today. We look at the numbers and we're going straight earned runs. Ovedo's been pretty nasty. Singer is right there. He's also been very nasty. So look, 1-8, good stuff, versus 1-6. They're both pretty good. Our total's sitting at 8.5 today, already leaning the under because the averages are low, the pitchers are good. Makes sense, right? Let's go look at the matchup and see if anybody's popped off at all. Bullpen, we coming down. Singer versus anybody good. I see 2 for 10, 0 for 4, 0 for 3, 3 for 5. Nothing's really screaming this is amazing, so that's good. Versus righties, Cincy versus righties, and then Oviedo versus Cincy, and they do have some success. 3 for 4 now. They don't have much to show for it, just a few RBIs, but nothing crazy. So 0 for 2. There's not enough data here to really look at it. So we take this off. Let's go over here, get rid of Jose and Quan, back this out, bang, change that to this, and we have no HRs. We have hits. That's all we have. That tells you a lot. I like the under. I think we're going for that. So why would I do anything else? We saw the pitchers are both pretty good. We see the numbers. Those are pretty bad. And our total's 8.5. Let me show you right there. It's 8.5. So I'm going to take the under 8.5 in this one for the plus 101. Let's go for that. Next. Okay, moving on to game 4, we're looking at Philadelphia hosting Miami, and obviously we have the Phillies. They're going to be a 213 favorite because Phillies are Phillies. The total is 8, and I'm looking at this a lot of green. I'm already liking the over 8, and I'll show you here in a second. And it is because of this. Look at all that damn green. Look at that. Look at that. This looks like a yard of grass with a river going through it. Just green everywhere. So not worried about strikeouts. Averages top 10, runs top 8, hits top 10, RBIs top 6. Beautiful stuff overall. 1-6 in a row, 9-1. Miami, if you did this like half the season, you'd be the best team ever. But no, you just want to suck half the year. But now, oh, let's be good when it doesn't matter. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. All right. Let's see. It's like that meme. Chris Paul hits a 3 and cuts the lead to 42. Yeah, that's the Marlins right now. So, all right, let's change over the pitchers. Get rid of you, and let's change it over to you and go bang. Right. That. You can see we got Sanchez going up against Cabrera. So I don't have any earned runs for Cabrera. Really? Oh, I bet it's because it's minus 150 or higher. Sanchez, earned runs right there. Here we go. So no, we just have no earned runs period. Why are you hiding the earned runs from me, bro? Why? You can't be hiding information from me. No. We go find the information. Let me go find it. Let me show you the information. Here he is right here. Found it. Last 5 games, what have you done? Oh my God, you suck. 5-0-4-0-5-1. That comes out to a 15 over 4, which is what? 3 point something? Wait, that's 15 over 5. That's a 3 average. Simple math. But then 11, 10. There's some nasty strikeouts in there. He really hates the Braves. 2 times against the Braves, 21 strikeouts. Damn. Remember that for next year. Every time he faces Atlanta, which will be a bunch, yeah, take his strikeouts every time. He'll be good. So let's go back with the props. Strikeouts, yep, you can see it there. If you want to take it, I'm not, because Philly's 17th, but no thanks. I'm good. Sanchez earned runs, we can see that. Let's go. We're obviously not doing strikeouts because Miami's number 1 in strikeouts at 6.3. We go matchups, we go bullpen of B bullpen. We come down. Sanchez versus, there's your numbers versus Miami. You can see that nothing's really standing out here. We go lefties for Miami. We go Philly versus righties, and then we go Cabrera versus, that's Cabrera's history versus the Phillies. We can see all that there. Information overload. That's a lot of at-bats. 2 for 10, 154. Not good. Not good at all. So let me show you the HRs too. Let's see what we got cooking over here. Anything worth a damn. I don't like this game. I like the over still. That's a lot of Marlins. It's all Miami on the screen. All Miami. Okay. If Miami wants to continue to be awesome, Put up like 8 runs, I'll be happy because all I need is 8. So we got Otto Lopez at 2.326. We got Marcy at 3 and 2.3. We got Ramirez at 3.2 and 2.6, and then we got that. So we have 3 of them. So I'm gonna tell you right now, based on these numbers, I'm taking the over. It's 8. I love it, 8 total, because when you get a 4-4 score, boom, that's a winner. Somebody got to score a 5th run. So give me the over of 8, and let's move on. Next. All right, so next up from here, we're going to move on to game 5. Yeah, game 5 is going to be Yankees versus White Sox. And you can see over here, Yankees minus 205. 9 is our total. Wow, high score. Let's go ahead and look over here at the spreadsheet, see our numbers. We see the White Sox are absolutely abysmal. A lot of 30s. You can't be worse than 30, and that's what they are. 5.6 hits a game ain't going to get it done, is it? I don't think it is. Yankees are doing quite well, except for strikeouts, because they just love to swing and miss. That's what they do. So let's pop over here and look at the pitchers and see who's going out there today. We got Yankees, boom. We got Louis Gill going up against Shane Smith. Shane Smith's not bad. Over 2.5 earned runs, good stuff. But we got to look at strikeouts for both of them. Let's grab both. Just do something. Who is this? James Smith. There we go. Oh, other pitchers. Get rid of you soon. Let's start with strikeouts because we said it. Shane Smith is at 5.4 and a 5.5. Not good enough. Not touching it. Earned runs wise, 2.5 on a 2.4. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, he could. I mean, Baltimore got 6 on him, but he could. The Yankees, absolutely. Are they favored? Probably. Yeah. Does it make sense? Yeah, because the bats. Let's go look at Louis. Louis Gill. Strikeouts first. Because we said it. Yeah, you're not striking anybody out anymore, so we're not worried about that. Earned runs though, how you doing? 1.6 versus a 2.4. So not only do we have a Yankees lean in batting, we have a Yankees lean in pitching stats as well. We have Yankees at home, which is another advantage. They're 7-3 last 10. It's all leading Yankees. So, and they're also fighting for the playoffs. So, which they're probably already in. So, not officially, but they will be. And then we go bullpen, come on down. Louis versus White Sox, and we can see our numbers right there. We go righties for the White Sox. We go Yankees versus righties. We go Shane Smith versus Yankees. Bunch of 0 for 3. Shane Smith's not bad. He's not bad. So I lean the Yankees. Yankees 1.5 is minus 100. I might take that because that looks pretty nice. Let's see what we got. Change this over to Yankees, and we see our bats, and we got Jazz Chisholm, we got Bellinger, and we got Grisham. All of these are 1.5, over 80%. Good stuff. Let's look at our numbers. 2.4 and 2.6 for Jazz. I could work with that. Pretty decent, not bad. Cody Bellinger, you can see he's at 2.6 and 2.1. Don't love that as much. Don't like that 2.1. Grisham is at 4 and 2.2. That is miserable. That is a wasteland, and all of a sudden pop, and then back to just kind of being average. So don't love that, but I do like the fact there was 3 Yankees in there, so that's good stuff. So what I'm going to do, I am going to trust the sheets. I'm going to trust all the data. We're going to pop over here. We're going to grab Yankees 1.5, that 100, and move on to the next game. All right, moving on to game 6. 5 games, no passes so far. Weird for sure. Very weird. Now we're moving on to Toronto and Boston. Pass. I'm kidding, obviously. I don't know. We'll see. Toronto 158 is our total. We go spreadsheets. We look at everything and we see the numbers. And yeah, I mean, Boston's still fighting for the playoffs, so that makes sense. Toronto's already good. They Gucci. They're good to go. So no one's striking out. We don't care about that. So let's go ahead and bounce over here to the player props. Let's go grab some people. Let's go look at some pitches. And we want Blue Jays and Red Sox. We got Giolito going up against Goldman. So both are really good at strikeouts, but both have obviously lower numbers because these two teams are not striking out recently. So we're going to go straight to earned runs for both. Who, if you look at the earn, why are you hiding Goldman's earned runs? What are we doing here? See, Giolito's earned runs is 1.6, but he did get popped against the A's for 4, which isn't bad. It's 150 is higher. Okay, so he's been pretty good too. So 1.4. Oops, come back. I ain't done with you. Get your ass back over here. There we go. 1.6 and 1.4. So those are pretty good. Total is sitting at 8. I don't love that. Let's go bullpens. Bullpen. Roll on down to Gossman versus Red Sox. You can see his history right there. You can see everything. Righties for Boston. Good stuff. Anything stand out? Toronto versus righties and Giolito history. There's a home run. 0-7-1. So Jimenez has won 1 for 14 and hit the ball very far. That's all he's ever done. Other than that, how am I so blind? Captain Kirk's ass here, 353 and 17 at bats with 4 home runs, 7 RBIs, and a 1.4. Oh, Kirk, are you on the HRs, good sir? Let's take a look, shall we? Absolutely. That's a lot of Red Sox. Oh my God. Where's Kirk? Where the hell is you at? Kirk said, we made the playoffs. I'm done. I'll see y'all when we get back to the playoffs starting. Because Kirk is, holy shit, he way down here. He way down yonder. And, ooh. All right, well, oh my God, you're terrible. Yeah, he has a history versus pitcher, but I'm sorry. This looks like somebody who's not even trying. You got to try to be this bad, and I can't. Nah, I'm good on that one. Y'all keep that one. Let's go back up and find some people actually doing something. Like Masataka's doing good. We got 1.5 here. We got Toy Story. See, these 3 Red Sox are doing good, which makes me want to take the Red Sox now. The Red Sox are trying. The pitches are about the same. That's about the same. Toronto does. Boston does have the motivation, I guess you would say. That would make sense. So 2.6 and 2.1. Don't love that, but it's better than anything Toronto has. 2.8 and 1.6. I mean, you're stepping up when it needs to, but before that, you were just absolute abysmal. Not good. And then 3.2 and 2.4. Story's going to do work. Let's see if Story can. Plus 104 for Story. Do we just take Story and call it a day? Let's go look at Story's history versus the pitcher. Let's see, Boston, Wolfsman. Who does well historically? Toy Story is a 29 at bats with a 103. He does not do well, so we are not taking him. Who else does good? Anybody do good at all? Duran does good, 364. Why are you doing that? Don't look that up. Don't look that up. Thank you. Yeah, I don't like any of these people. All right, so I joked. I jinxed it. What it is? We're gonna pass with a no lean on this one. I lean. Actually, I'm gonna say lean Boston. I'm gonna pass. I'm not messing with this one. We're gonna move on. Not a chance. Here's a sheet. One more time. Have fun. Next. All right, moving on from Toronto, we're going to Atlanta and Washington. Buddy, let me get that rubbing hands meme. Just yeah, because Atlanta's offense is disgusting right now. Sad that it didn't matter for them because they're not going to be in the playoffs, but still, 176, 9 is our total. We go spreadsheet. Look at the ones. Look at the ones. 7-4, 307 average through. Yeah, beautiful stuff overall. 11.1 hits per game in the last 10. That's good because Washington can't do a damn thing. They tried they got 5 runs. Atlanta had 11. 9 wins, 9-1. Good stuff. Great stuff. Let's look at the pitchers. I'm guessing it's probably going to be like Elder or somebody. You saw that Detroit got rid of Morton because he was so abysmal versus Atlanta, basically. They got rid of him. They didn't want him on the playoff roster. And then Atlanta picked him up. And supposedly he's going to start one game and then retire. So, but that game ain't today, apparently. I'm waiting for that. I don't know what game it is, but he's going to supposedly start one and then retire as a Brave, which is cool. That's cool. But yeah, that was weird to see that news drop. So, Washington's 28th in strikeouts. Hurston, do you want to get some strikeouts for us today, buddy? Do you want to do that? You might do that. Brad Lord, you want to give up some earned runs today? I think you do. Let's look. Hurston is at 5.2 on a 5.5 head-to-head. When you faced Washington last time, which was literally last week, yeah, you had 8 strikeouts on the road, and now you're at home. Yeah. Not only do I like Hurston for strikeouts, now this was last year, I don't care about that, but this is last week. I like Atlanta 1.5. I like Hurston for some strikeouts because we're looking at the numbers. That makes sense. So let's go ahead and look at Brad Lord. What's your earned runs, buddy? Please do this. Head-to-head versus the Bravos. You faced them once last week, same game, and you only gave up 2 runs. But now Atlanta's hot. So, yeah, hot Atlanta, baby. The bullpen, and down. Waldrop history. Anybody tee off? Not enough data to really know. Righties for Washington. Atlanta versus righties. Brad Lord. And nothing. Again, not much data. We need like double-digit at-bats, and we don't have that many. So, let's go look at the H-Auto. And see, we're going to have a bunch of Braves on here. I can already bet on it. And we have Nacho Man. We have Acuna Jr. We have Drake starting from the bottom, Baldwin. And then we got Kim. So, let's see. We got 3 and 1.9 for Nacho. No. Acuna is at 4 and 3. Yeah. Ronald's doing quite well here recently. So, we could, if you want to take him as a prop, you could. I like the other 2, the strikeouts and the Atlanta 1.5 better. Baldwin, oh my God, 5 and 3. Baldwin, what is you doing? You better stop. They're going to drug test you. Calm down, my dude. So, and then lastly, Kim is at 3.8 and 3.2, also crushing. So yeah, we're going to 100% take ATL minus 1.5. That's a play. Do we dare take Hurston strikeouts? I almost want to because you saw the numbers for Washington. They are just so bad. 28th at 10.6 in the last 10 games. That ain't good. What are we doing? How many innings is Hurston pitching? That's another thing. I need to look at his last like 10 games. Let's go look at those innings. Let's see. Innings. You do have a 0 on here, but I gave you a pass. Why are you only pitching 5 innings? Are they just like, this is your last start of the season? You're like, okay, whatever. See, I think he gets this, but I'm a little skeptical because it's Tuesday. He's not going to pitch again. He might pitch Sunday. I don't know how many days he has between rest. But based on this, 17th, 23rd, 30th, season, that's last day of the season is 28th. So I'm going to leave the strikeouts alone. We're just going to take the Braves whoop ass. Simple as that. Braves whoop ass 1.5. Let's move on next. Moving on from Atlanta, we're going to Chicago. We're going to Wrigley, baby. 13.2 mile an hour winds at Wrigley, yeah? Okay. We're going to have to pull the weather to see which direction the wind's blowing. We got the pick'em 7.5 with a that doesn't tell me much. I'm assuming it's blowing in. Because if it was out, that'd be at least 8 or 9.5 because it's Wrigley, baby. Wind at Wrigley matters, apparently. So let's go ahead and look at our spreadsheets. Look at this. See, 13.2 right there. Lost 4, 5, and 5. Yeah, you pop bottles and you're like, okay, we're in the playoffs. We are done. Woo! And now the Mets are like, do we really want to go to the playoffs? I don't think we do. Somebody's got to win this damn series. Somebody is. I mean, if they're just not trying, they're going to get in. So, simple as that. So, 20-second strikeouts. Let's look at the props and our pitchers and see what we have. And we go Mets and Cubs. And we got Peterson earned runs. versus Cade Horton. Here's a who earned runs, and we got these two loaded up. Peterson 4.6 and 3.7. Damn, dude, that ain't good. That ain't good at all. Let's go over here. Cade Horton 0.8, nasty, nasty stuff. What's your strikeouts? Because the Mets are striking out a ton recently. 7 4. We got a 5 average on a 4-5. Don't love that as much. How many innings you pitching? 5. That's not good. That's not good. So clearly, Chicago has a pitching advantage, and they're at home, and the bats are equal. So far, the Cubs lean heavily. Bullpen down. Horton versus Mets. Here you go. We see all the information there. We go righties. They're pretty good against righties this year. Chicago versus lefties. Actually, fairly decent. There's only a couple ones on there. Usually, there's like half the teams at once, but no. Peterson versus Cubs. Anybody stand out? No. So far, we still got Cubs. Let's go ahead and pull up the HRs and see what we have on this one. Anybody good? Anybody popping? Not many. We got Mr. Juan Soto. We got Polar Bear. We got Alvarez, and that's it. 3 Mets. So the Mets have the HR lean. So that's interesting. Makes me want to pass on this game. 3-4 and 2-7. Not bad for one. Pete is at 3-2 and 2-9. Obviously pretty good. And lastly, we got Francisco at 2-4 and 1-7. Not good. Not the one I would take. So like I said, I don't know. We got someone who clearly they pop bottles and then they'll try no more, and somebody who's looks like they're actively trying not to make the playoffs. So no, I'm gonna pass. Y'all have fun with this one. Moving on next. All right, from the Cubbies, we're going to Texas versus Minnesota. Currently, Texas slight favorite, 8.5 is our total. We go spreadsheets, look at our numbers, and whoo, average for Minnesota, Texas below average. You see that, nothing crazy there. Both teams, we're not worried about strikeouts because they're not in the red. We didn't even look at the wind direction for Wrigley. I just realized that. I don't even care. That game's just too weird. So, Texas has lost 7 in a row. That's a team not wanting to make the playoffs right there. That's somebody who's actively trying. They're like, whoa. You want us to work on the weekend? I don't think so. Props, load them up. Who's pitching? We got to see. It's going to be like somebody good, and they're still going to lose probably. That's how it happens. Zebby versus, it's Patrick Corbin. Ooh, PC, baby. Strikeouts, not against Minnesota. Zebby hits against Texas. Nah, that doesn't work either. We want earned runs. And why are you hiding Patrick Corbin runs, huh? Why are you hiding them? Zebby earned runs are 4.2. That ain't good. PC, they're not even offering earned runs. Why are the books hiding it? I don't know, but guess what? We're going to find them anyways. You can't hide that information from me. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you is? Where's PC? Patrick, right there. Let's load him up. Let me show you his stuff. I got you. Don't worry. Come on down. Last 5 games, 2-0-1-5-0. Actually pretty good last 5 games, except for the Arizona game. That wasn't good, but hey, 5 plus 2 plus 1 is 8 divided by 5 games. That's what? 1.6? Actually damn good, believe it or not. So, and look, this one, he came in relief for 1 inning. That's weird. He's 1 inning, 3 hits, 2 earned runs. All right, maybe that's not good. I don't know. I don't know. Patrick Corbin just doesn't. I've made so much money fading this man the last year, so I don't know. A little biased. So bullpens. Let's look. Boom, boom. Come on down. Patrick versus Minnesota. A couple home runs for Buxton. Other than that, not much. Lefties for Minnesota. There is your stuff. You see how they do. Texas versus righties and Zebby. Nah, there's nothing there for Zebby. So let's see. Get rid of this. Nope. What do I want? Yeah. Get rid of you. And you, and keep you. There we go. Let's change this over to the Twins and the Rangers. Anybody popping off? Anybody? Austin Martin and Jung, the only 2 at 1.5, actually doing decent. So we see Austin's at 1.6 and 2-1. That ain't good. We want a 2.5 or higher. That ain't good. And then 2.4 and 2.1. Again, not good enough. So yeah, this is absolutely pass. Not only do I not know who's going to win, I do not care who wins. So I am passing this game. I might not even live bet it. We'll see. I joke, I will probably. So pass. Next. All right, moving on to the next game. We'll see if we can get a game. Is KC and the Angels? Ooh, all right. Well, one team's hot, the other one's not. Let's see. Angels, nope. KC 144, 9's our total. Let's look at the spreadsheet. Clearly one's better than the other. Clearly. But the Angels are not 30th and everything, except they're at 13.7. They keep getting higher. There's only 27 outs in a game. How are you half of your outs literally strikeouts? How? You're trying to set a record. So I've never seen it this high for any team in the last. I've been doing this since since May of last season. And I have never seen it at 13, at 0.7. That is ridiculous. 191 average. That's just wow. Baffled. Let's see. Let's look at pitchers. Does it matter? Because everyone's going to strike out. Hell, I could go out there and get like 2 strikeouts probably right now. So because they just swinging and missing. So It's Cole Reagans with strikeouts. It's the only prop on here. It's like they know, like you don't want nothing but this. Take a look at this. And I, oh hell, I don't. I don't want this. Look at these numbers. Look at head to head. Yeah, he had 9 last time. That's cool. Could he? Absolutely. Is he? I don't know. Look at his innings. 3, 2, and 3. Did he get rocked? Oh no, we gotta go find out. What happened to Cole Reagans? Did he get beat up last 2? Who beat you up? Well, let's go find out. Cole, right there. Cole. Let's go find out what Cole. If he doesn't have a lot of runs, then I'm absolutely leaving this alone because I'm a little worried. Come on down. 3-2, 1 hit, 2 earned. Was this an injury? This was he got beat up. Yeah, he just got 5 earned. That happens. But this, what is this? That I'm skeptical. I don't feel like news. Let's see. Got some news. No. That none of that tells me anything. You would think there'd be an injury or anything. He's not an injury. He's active. So, all right, whatever. I'm not going that deep into it. I'm just not going to touch it. Simple as that. So matchup. Who was the other pitcher? We got to see who the other one was because it didn't tell me. So, Sam Aldergary is the other pitcher. So we'll go right back to it, and we see this is the pitcher for the A's. The hell's this under your hat? Are you wearing a cap under your cap? Weird. Anyways, that's cool. 2 games, 5 earned in 2 innings, and a great one against Boston. So, okay, whatever. Sure, good stuff. Let's pop over here and go look at our pitchers again. Back to the bullpens. Boom, boom. Come on down. Sam obviously never faced them. First lefties. KC is a little rough. They got some lower 2s. They only got 1. There's a 1 there. Somewhat decent. Let's go Angels versus lefties, and then Cole versus Angels. I don't love any of this so far. Nothing's really standing out for us. I think, yeah. Let's go look at HRs because, oh man, this is a weird one. This is a weird. Where are the HRs? All we got is Pasquatch. All we got is Pasquatch. Come on now. 3-2 and 3-2. Okay, that's somebody. If you want to take one, that's one to take. But I'm skeptical now. I'm very skeptical. So, this dude's I think we're going to say KC, but how do I want to do it? KC 144 money line. It's a little pricey in the juice. I could go 1.5 and really roll the dice for a plus 115. I think I'm going to do that. We're going to roll the dice. If you don't want to gamble, take the money line, but I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. I like biscuits, so we're going to go 1.5. We're going to take it, and we're going to move on. Next. All right, moving on for game number, I don't know, Arizona. That's the game we're on. Whatever game that is. Dodgers are 148 favorite. 9 is our total. We go to our sheets, we look at our numbers, and we can see that both teams crushing the baseball recently. So 5-6 and 5-4, that is an 11 average. Beautiful stuff overall. Let's go ahead and bounce over here to the pitchers. Let's see who is tossing that tater out there today. So get rid of you, and I guess I gotta go. Yeah, that's right. So let's change this down to Dodgers right there. Found him, got him. Brandon Pfaadt going up against Ohtani. Both are top 6 in strikeouts, so we don't want to do that. So let's just grab the earned runs to see what they're up to. 1.5 for Shohei, pretty good. Couple rough games, and then the last 3 have been pretty good. And yeah, okay, cool. Last 10, that's Ohtani. Brandon P, 3-2. Last 10, you see 3-4. He's just below average. We know that, nothing crazy. So clearly, Dodgers have the pitching advantage. They're equal on the basket. You saw the numbers are the same. Bullpen, come down. Brandon P versus Dodgers, break all that down. Good stuff. We got Mookie is 9 for 18 with 2 home runs. That's good. If you're getting on base 9 half the time and 18 at bats, damn. Freeman's at 316. Ooh, that's all against this dude too. Okay, Dodgers for sure. What about righties? We'll see if the Diamondbacks have the same type of success versus Ohtani. I'm gonna tell you right now, they don't. Versus righties, there you go. And then versus Ohtani, 0 for 2. They never really faced him. That's not good for them probably. So, all right, let's go to the HR and see how many are popping up here. I'm guessing not too many. I could be wrong. There's a lot of hits. Yeah, there's like if you want to build a hit parlay, you could do that easily here. So, but we got Ohtani at 2.5. I don't like taking his props when he's pitching. I don't know why. Something about it. It feels like he doesn't hit that often. Where like I feel like he focuses more on. He wants to pitch more. You can tell. That's why he's still pitching after blowing his arm out. So, but. In Conforto, in Perdomo, and then Carroll, and then in Marte. I forgot Marte. So we have 3 Arizona, 2 Dodgers, and then we got others down here just waiting in the wings. So I think over's the play, regardless of the pitchers. Ohtani can get cracked. We've seen it. And then he can crack Brandon Pete. We've seen it. So 3-2-3 for Ohtani. Yeah, good stuff. Head to head. He's at a 2.68 versus Arizona. So not bad. Good stuff. Conforto is at 2.6-19. Not the best, but whatever. Perdomo's at 1.828. Not the best, but whatever. And Carroll's at 3.829. Carroll's awesome. Very consistent, though. Very consistent. So, and that it. Nope. Marte's the last one at 3-2-1. Ugh. So, yeah. What's our total? 8? No, sorry. 9. It's 9. Go back over here and look at it. There's your numbers. Very good. This is a 9 plus 101. I'm down. Give me the over of 9. Let's move on. Next. All right, so let's focus on next game, which is going to be Seattle versus Colorado. And currently we got Seattle 228 with an 8 total. We go spreadsheets and we see their numbers, and woo, one team's clearly better than the other. Seattle's probably going to win. They're probably going to sweep the series because Seattle's on fire right now. Too bad they're not in Coors. I'd like to see Big Dumper get like 5 home runs in the next 3 games. That'd be crazy. But hey, whatever. We come over here. Let's look at the pitchers because he is facing Colorado pitching, which you know, if you know, you know. Let me refresh this real quick. If you know, you know. Because Colorado pitching is not the best at all. So let's go down, change this to Rockies and Mariners. Where are my pitches at? Where are my pitches? All right. Well, it's McCade Brown. We know that. And versus Bryce Miller. Why I don't have anything, I don't know. But I will show you what I have. And we can go boop. And I can show you, we have 3, 2, 6, 3, 4. That's a lot of damn earned runs. Let's do the math together. Let's see. 6 plus 4 is 10. Plus that's 18. So it's 18, which is what, 3.6 in the last 5 is his average. Quick math. He doesn't last long at all. Then the bullpen comes in, which isn't good either. So, and then Bryce, what you up to, buddy? 3, 4, 2, 2, 4. That is 8, 10, 15. So that's a 3. So over. What's the total? 8 is our total? Because I can't look at I can't look at bats. I don't have anything to look at. Bums. All right, that's cool. I don't need anything. I got this. I'm taking the over of 8. You could take Seattle as well, but the Rockies have enough pop out there. They have enough talent, believe it or not, that if their pitchers are not terrible, they can win games. It's not many because it's 113 losses, but still, they got some pop on the bats out there. So I'm gonna take the over of 8 just in case. Seattle might drop 10 by themselves though. So give me over 8. Let's move on next. And then for some reason I thought, you know what? I forgot to show you the props anyways because I can't do this, but I can show you the HRs because those are there. So I don't know why I forgot those. It happens. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. So, hell, there are none. That's probably why. Wait, no, there are some. What the hell? Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I took the over. Stick with the over or leave it alone. I don't know. Just don't. Yeah, nothing else is there for us. San Diego versus Milwaukee. In theory, it's a great matchup. So let's see what we got on the numbers. Pick them basically with an 8.5. Good stuff. Let's look over here. Numbers, top 10, top 10, top 10, top 10, top 10. Top 10 everywhere you want to be. 6-4 for both teams. Good stuff overall. Hit some, he only hit a few live bets in this one. All the money was made in the Atlanta game. Mainly on Atlanta too. So let's go in and look at the pitchers and see who's going. Maybe they'll tell us the pitchers in this game for once. How about that? Give me pitchers, please. Let's see. Where are we at? Milwaukee? I forgot who we're doing. Randy Vasquez versus a ghost. Who's going out there versus Randy Vasquez? Let's go find out, shall we? We need Mr. Vasquez. Open him up. And Bruce Zimmerman. That's what we want. Bruce. All right, so earn runs. Let's go. We'll start with Zimmerman first since we're over here. Bruce, there he is. He's a lefty. All right. We come down. 2025 stats. He has not pitched this year. He has pitched before, but he has not pitched this year. So game log, stats. There we go. So you can see he was with Baltimore for several years. You can see his ERA 7.554. That's not good. That ain't good, my guy. So, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. That just tells me he's not that good. And he's making his Major League 2025 Major League debut, the season debut, whatever you want to call it, versus Vasquez. Vasquez earned runs at 2.4. He's pretty good. We don't care about strikeouts. We go over here, bullpen, load him up. Come on down. Vasquez versus Milwaukee. Damn, that's a lot of zeros. That's a lot of zeros, my guy. That's a lot of zeros on strikeouts, too. Oh, okay. San Diego might be the play, at least for the first 5, until the bullpen comes in. That's your versus righties. San Diego versus lefties. San Diego versus this guy who is not good. Yeah, we're taking San Diego. Absolutely. I know San Diego's not good against lefties because they love righties, but man, this dude is not good. You see the stats. He's not that good. So, if anything, we should probably leave it alone. That's probably the smart thing to do. Probably the smart thing to do. Let's go ahead and pop over here and grab this. And how many do we got? We have a lot of hits. A lot of hits. We got Louis, we got Tatis, we got Terang, we got Summer Sal, which summer's over, baby. We are in fall now. And we got Vaughn. So we have a lot of HR potentials. We got a 2 and a 2-3. Don't love that. Tatis is at 3 and 2-7. Not bad. Terang is at 2-2 and 2-1. Not good, but Terang's always there. 3 and 2-7 for Sal. Sal's always on this list too. And then Vaughn is at 2-2 and 2-1. So smart thing. Let's be smart. What shall we do? Numbers say offense is good. Numbers say Vasquez is amazing. Numbers say Zimmerman bad. But numbers also say San Diego bad versus lefties. So I think I'm going to leave it alone. If you got to question something, just remember, sometimes the best play is no play. And that's what I'm going to do, just in case. Because I don't want, and I'm a little salty about San Diego still. Bums. We're going to pass. Move on. Next. All right, moving on. We got 2 games left. Power through these. San Fran versus St. Louis. Currently, we got 178 for San Fran with a 7.5. Let's pop over. Let's look at our numbers. That's why. Wait, how's San Fran such a big favorite when they can't even hit the ball? They're batting $176. What are you doing? St. Louis is doing decent. St. Louis is, well, actually, both of them are still technically alive for the playoffs, believe it or not. Are they either one going to make it? No. But hey, they're out trying. Hey, they have something to fight for. They're not going to make it. They know they're not going to make it. Come on. They're not stupid. So we come down Cardinals and G-Men, and we got Logan Webb versus Andre Palante. Oh, both 22nd strikeouts for Palante. I don't like, Palante's not a strikeout guy. Let's just go earned runs. I'm not taking strike. Do I have any strikeout props today? Yes, I have one. One has looked good. The rest have looked just very, very questionable. 3-4 for Palante and 2-6. So we're at a 6 combination right there. Our total sitting at 7.5. The bats are kind of questionable. Let's go matchup. Bullpen down. Logan versus Saint. Ooh, that's a lot of green. 316 and 19 at bats, 429, 7 at bats, 506 at bats with a home run. 1 for 3, 1 for 3. 0 for 9 for Gorman. Damn, Gorman. All right. Yeah, no. Not happening. Versus righties, you see that. Then we got San Fran versus righties, and then we got Palante. Historically, we have a couple home runs. We have a 6 for 10 for Chapman. All right, dude. I see you. I see you for sure. Let's see what else we got there. Nothing else. Okay. Let's go HR and see if this is worth taking, because I'll live bet it, but I told you I'm being cautious. I'm being safe. We're being safe, and we see this. There's only a couple. We got Herrera and Donovan, who has been hurt because I took him yesterday. He didn't play. He's supposed to play today, and I don't want to take somebody coming back from an injury. 2-6 for Herrera, not bad. Donovan's at 3-2 and 2-3. Yeah, he hasn't played in 3 days now. So, and that if you're hot, if 3 days off is going to ruin that. You can't even consider this anymore because we got to see if he comes back still hot. So, yeah, I don't like this game. You can play if you want to, but I'm leaving us alone. Pass. Let's go to the last one. All right, last game is going to be Houston and the A's, and currently we see it is a pick 'em with a 10.5 total. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Let's change this over to this one, and we can see the numbers. Both teams kind of just nothing really stands out here. Out of the playoffs, probably in the playoffs. So let's go and look at the pitchers and see what we got, and change the last two. Change you over to this one, and who do we have? We have Javier going up against Jeffrey Springs. Don't know if I love that. Both teams are average on everything, so we're just gonna go earn runs, and yeah, I'm not loving it. Not loving it at all. 10.5 total because of where they're playing. 10, let's see, 2-2 over last 5, 2-4 over last 10, not bad, pretty average. And you're at 2-6 and 2-7. You're probably maybe slightly below average. So let's look at the matchups. Bullpen, yep, come on down. Springs versus Houston. You see the numbers there. That's a lot of zeros. But then again, 1 and 2 at bats does nothing for me. So lefties, you see how they do this year. A's versus righties, and then Javier versus the A's. There you go. So nothing is standing out in this one. Let me pick the HR and see. We have very little. We got Altuve, and we got Pena 2.5, and then everybody else is 0. So I don't care about them. So Altuve is at 2, 4, and 2, not the best. And then Pena is at 4, 6, and 3, mainly because he's been crushing recently. But there's a 0 in there, so yeah, yeah, nothing I want to play. We're not messing with this. This is too average. This is too boring. I don't want nothing to do with it. So I'm gonna drop a pass on the sheet. No lean. There we go. That's all the plays. Let's go ahead and look at the schedule now because we're done. We're done data. So that's Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. You see the schedule right here. I got to pull it up. Everyone's was that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. That means everyone's playing again. Thursday we have a big slate because Sunday's the last day of the regular season. So yay. Appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're playing, what you're not playing, what you're fading. If I missed something, errors, point it out. I don't care. Because, hey, sometimes I miss stuff. If a pitching change happens, drop it. Check out the HQ if you want a typed out list, or you want the spreadsheets, or you just want to come join the live chat we do, and we dropping plays and whatever in there, having chit-chat and muscle live betting, because it's fun. Good stuff. Other than that, check out Outlier. Go get your free week. And other than that, I will see you tomorrow to come back and discuss more baseball. See you then. Peace.